You know what? Have y'all seen this? This is what Cardi B did. So Cardi, she got a new boyfriend. I forgot the guy's name, but um I believe he plays for the Buffalo Bills. And so she took it upon herself to get her son, the son that she has with Offset, she took it upon herself to get the son that she shares with Offset hairdo just like her new boyfriend's hair braided. She got her son's hair. Y'all can see she got her son's hair braided just like her new boyfriend's hair. The son that she got with that is some messed up ass shit. I guess she figured that Offset wouldn't trip, but I think that she's trolling him. Why would you give your son that you have with another man the hairdo of your new boyfriend's? Y'all, she haven't even been dating this dude that damn long. She just started dating this dude. Offset left a message saying, y'all don't want nobody to DIE over playing with my kids. I would crash out. He talking about crashing out. Now, if that's a threat to Cardi B or a threat to old boy, it's a threat nevertheless. So I don't know how to take that. I mean, of course he should be hurt and feel some kind of way about his baby mama playing in his face and taking, his son and braiding his hair just like her new boyfriend. That's kind of that. It is messed up. But Offset has a lot to lose. He ain't just the regular guy that's a manager at Walmart and this happened. No, Offset has a successful rap career. He's with a group, the Amigos, and he has his solo stuff going on. So it's not like he ain't got nothing going for himself. He can just crash out. He has a lot to lose. Plus, he has two other kids that would need him if he ended up doing something stupid and going to prison. But like I said, I don't think he's that dumb to do anything dumb. But on Cardi B's behalf, that's messed up, man. You know you was wrong playing that man's face like that, your baby daddy. Come on. Why would you do that? You know he gonna trip. I think that's why she did it. She did it because she wanted him to trip. That's why she did what she did. And get everybody talking and get everybody say, look what she doing. She got your son out here dressing like her boyfriend. That's why I always tell young men, don't mess with hood chicks. Cardi B is hood. She's from the hood of New York. I don't know I think she's from Brooklyn or the Bronx. I don't know, or Queens. But she's from the hood. She's from the streets. And she's from the streets. You know what I'm saying? Ain't she the same one that said her and her homegirls when they were stripping used to drug people and stuff and then rob them? So Cardi B is from the streets. Them women in New York would play your ass and they slick with it too. So her doing something like this seemed like some New York hood chick shit. You know what I'm saying? But the fact she gonna turn around and get her, that is kind of disrespectful though. Why would you? Come on. That's disrespectful. Now, people have been saying, I was reading some of in the comments, and people have been saying that, well, Offset hasn't seen his son in months, so he gonna sit here and act like he's all offended and give a damn about his son now. Why you ain't reached out to your son in months? Now, I don't know how true that is. I'm thinking they're going off something that Cardi B might have said or posted in one of her videos. You know, these little hood chicks, they follow Cardi B and Sexy Red. So every time they go live with some bullshit or to rant, them sister girl hood chicks is right there looking. So they may know more than I do, but apparently what they're saying is that being that Offset hasn't seen his son in a couple months, that he deserves what he's getting with his son hair is being transformed into Cardi B's new boyfriend's hair. He don't deserve that. I don't care if he ain't seen his son in the whole year. You don't take my son and get my son's hair like your new boyfriend's hair. That's disrespectful. So I say, man, leave these hood chicks alone, man. That's what I was getting back to. You young guys, if you see an ounce tats all over the body or the neck, that's a telltale sign. Any kind of color hair, rather than her own natural hair, pinks, blues, greens, and shit like that, stay away. Especially don't get them pregnant. You asking for hell. And especially if they were a former stripper, don't take her seriously, especially not having any kids with her. Or you're going to be caught up in drama like this that my brother Offset is going through with this hood chick he chose to have 3 children with. He out here getting embarrassed, shamed, and talked about because she letting his son get his hair done just like her new boyfriend. I don't know, man. This is a delicate situation to me. I don't have any kids. I don't know What do y'all think he should do in this situation? What do y'all think that Offset could do in this situation? Of course, I mean, Offset ain't gonna fight this man. Homeboy is a world-renowned athlete. He look like he bigger than Offset. So I don't think that's gonna happen. That ain't happening. that ain't happening. But y'all think Cardi B was wrong for putting that out there, showing her son getting his hair braided like her boyfriend? You think she was being petty? Let's talk about it in the comments, man. Hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Appreciate y'all watching. So director Ryan Coogler, the writer and director of the hit film Sinners, said that he has no intention of doing a Sinners 2. Now I know there's been rumors going around about there being a sequel or a prequel to the Sinners successful successful movie. It was actually a sleeper hit. People didn't think it was going to do as good as it did, and it ended up breaking the box office with $300 million or something like that worldwide. So these studio execs, they are salivating and drooling just like the vampires in the movie. They see dollar signs. So of course they want a sequel. And it's been speculated that they were going to do a sequel on a prequel on how Remick got in contact with the Indians and how they chased them and all that kind of stuff. Then I'm hearing that they were going to do a sequel with Stack, the Stack character, and Mary. Like to see what being that they are vampires and they are going to take it to the next level and follow their adventures in the new world, into up to date time. That's what I heard. But Ron Coogler said that that's not happening. He said that he wanted this movie to be like a full meal. He wanted it to be just one and done, a full meal, just like the old days. See, back in the day, this sequel thing only recently started being a thing. I would say in the past 10 to 20 years, you know what I'm saying? I remember like in the early 2000s, in the early 90s and even in the late 80s, a movie would come out that was good and that was it. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't get no sequel. There was no part two. It was in the story, roll credits, no sequel, no nothing, and that was it. But now, being that these people see money, dollar signs, they see something that works with the first thing, they want to jump in and they want to just keep making something over and over again, adding on to it, and it ends up ruining the ideal. It ends up ruining the quality of the first particular, movie, project. But I don't know. I think Ron Coogler is right, man. Leave it alone, dog. Right? If it was intended to be a one and done project, then let it be a one and done project. Because I think that's when they start to fall off and the quality starts to linger. Um, when they start to want to add on, okay, it did good. Okay, well, let's just extend the story. And this happened and just start pulling stuff out their ass. From what I heard, Ron Coogler took his time when he wrote this movie. You know, he took his time to write this movie and craft it, to where it was the classic that it is now. You know what I'm saying? The success it is now. I think he said it took him like a year and a half to write it, to really get the characters down pat, the story, because he had never written a horror movie before. So he wanted to venture in these waters. And it took him a while to get it to where he said it wasn't corny. So I'm saying, man, leave it alone. If it was meant to be a one and done project, leave it alone and move on to something else. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ryan Coogler, man. I met Ryan Coogler when he was shooting. I think he was in the middle of doing pre-production for this is some years back, 2018, 17, 18. He was in pre-production of uh, Black Panther, and I met him, and really cool dude, really cool guy, man. You know. Anyway, man, so what do y'all think about this? Y'all think there should be a Sinners 2, or should they just leave it alone and Ryan Coogler should come up with something else, like move on to the next project? Which is what he intended on doing. But I think Warner Brothers, being that they like dollar signs, they want a Sinners 2, they want a Sinners 3, 4, 5. They gonna wear it out. So what y'all think? Especially with the movie industry hurting like it is, of course, if something is a success, of course they're gonna want to keep milking it. Especially if nothing else is making any money. You know what I'm saying? So, except for Marvel. But even they've been down. From what I've heard, Marvel's been going downhill with their movies lately. So yeah, I think Warner Brothers wants to, but I don't know. What y'all think, man? Let's talk about it in the comments. Hit the thumbs up button. What's up? What's up, y'all? Oh shit, we're recording the wrong.
So I'll record like that. Yeah. Stop record.
Hello, welcome to Charles on His World. Has this ever happened to y'all? Have you ever had your phone on you the whole day and nobody calls? But one day you may, I don't know, forget to leave your phone at home or leave it in the car or something. Maybe even it goes dead. And you'll come back and your phone will have 100 missed calls. Is that just me or does it happen to everybody?